In this video, we're going to see closing diphthongs. We say that they are closing diphthongs because the tongue moves towards the I sound, this sound here in the chart. That means that this sound is, when we pronounce this sound, the tongue is placed close to the palate. The palate would be in this section here. So we have different diphthongs. In this case, there are three. A, we move from the position of the E sound to the I sound, so we say A. We have I, pay attention, it is not the A sound like in hot, and not the R sound like in hot. It is a sound in the middle. If you pay attention, the symbol representing this sound is also different to the different A's we have in this chart. So we have I, and finally we have Oi. To describe these diphthongs, we are going to describe the phonetics characteristics. Like, for example, the movement of the tongue. As we saw some minutes ago, all these sounds move towards a closing position, a position close to the palate. So we say that these are closing diphthongs because they move to a position closer to the palate. When we speak about prominence, we can say that these diphthongs are considered falling diphthongs, since the first element is much more noticeable than the second element. It is produced with greater effort. If we analyze the distance the tongue travels, we can see a huge difference between the diphthongs in this chart we are working now and the diphthong in the chart we worked some minutes ago. So we can say that the distance the tongue travels in this case in Oi is wide, in I is wide, and in A is narrow. If we analyze the phonological characteristics of these diphthongs, we can find that A can exist in initial position, like in the case of aid, in medial position, like in the case of made, and in final position, like in the case of clay. Again, remember that we say that it is initial position because there's no consonant sound before the diphthong. Medial because we have a consonant sound before the diphthong and a consonant sound after the diphthong. And we say that this is in final position because there's no consonant sound after the diphthong. In the case of I, it can occur in initial position, medial position, and final position. I'll, bite, cry. And in the case of Oi, it can occur in initial position, like in the case of oil, medial position, like in the case of boil, and final position, like in the case of boy.